Once Arjuna recognizes that it is not a situational problem but it is a fundamental problem of existence, he asks Lord Krishna to teach him. Teach him something which will give him the final fulfillment. Because otherwise, he doesn't see how he will get the fulfillment. In fact, neither we can stop looking for fulfillment nor we have fulfillment through the normal pursuit. And this is why we are caught in between, and this is why we need a master teacher like Lord Krishna to show us the way to the fulfillment. So we will see how Lord Krishna replies to Arjuna. Lord Krishna says, Shri Bhagavanuvacha Ashochananvashocastvam Pragnavadamscha bhashase Gatasuna gatasumscha Nanushocanti panditaha. So he says, for something which doesn't deserve sorrow, you are grieving. Okay? And at the same time, you seem to be speaking the words of wise person. Okay? But for people who are really wise, then for those who are gone and those who are not gone, the wise people do not grieve. Okay? Now this is something which is interesting, because there is, Lord Krishna says that there is no cause for sorrow. That is a very big statement to make, because who cannot identify with the dilemma of Arjuna? Everybody, any one of us who is an onlooker will sympathize with Arjuna and see how difficult that situation is. And if this is not the legitimate cause for sorrow, then what else in life is? Okay? But Lord Krishna doesn't seem to think so. He thinks that Ashochan avashochastvam, this doesn't deserve to be grieved over. Okay? And at the same time, you are speaking the words of wise. Why is it that he is speaking the words of wise? Because Lord Krishna sees that Arjuna has evolved from a human being who is only concerned about oneself, about one's own likes, about one's own ambition, about one's own prosperity, to the person who thinks about the repercussions of his action in the society and the implications of the actions that he chooses on the lives of people. So definitely that is something which is a very noble thinking on part of Arjuna. And all of us would in fact think that Arjuna is right. But it is interesting that Arjuna happens not to be totally right in his assessment of the situation. Because if he was totally right, he would think like what Lord Krishna is thinking, which is that he needs to do what needs to be done, and what needs to be done is to fight at this given point in time. Now what is coming on his way of fighting is the fear and the sorrow that goes along with him thinking that I have to cause destruction of so many people. And this is where Lord Krishna says that for people who are gone and people who are not gone, the wise people do not grieve. Okay? And that is a big statement, because how is it that you are not going to grieve for the people who are gone? You need to know a lot more about life, about nature of reality of I, about what you need to do in a given situation in order to be arriving at this decision. And what is that decision and what is that thinking process which makes you to take that decision is the teaching of Lord Krishna. Because what seems to be here is that we all agree that ahimsa, which is non-violence, is a universal dharma, a universal value. And it seems to us as though Arjuna wanted to follow that universal value of non-violence. And it seems to us that Lord Krishna is asking him to go against this universal value of non-violence. But in fact, it is not so. You need to understand a lot more about life in order to see how Lord Krishna is right, because he is the wise person. Okay? So we ourselves have to revise and grow in our understanding of the situation to be able to appreciate how is it that when I'm confronted with a given situation, which is a situational problem, and when I'm confronted also with the fundamental human problem of feeling of inadequacy, non-fulfillment, how can I bring in the understanding which is the timeless wisdom which will not only solve the fundamental problem of life in terms of I can then say that I am a fulfilled person. I totally get rid of my sense of inadequacy, sense of lack, and at the same time I am ready to respond to any situation in a way that I am meant to respond. So this teaching is taking care of both the levels, and Lord Krishna starts by making this huge statement that no matter if you are not going to be affected by the death, if you can learn to deal with death, you can basically learn to deal with any given situation in your life. So the death represents the highest that can happen in terms of calamity, and if you can deal with that, you can basically deal with any situation in life. And this teaching prepares you for both, for dealing with situational problems as well as the fundamental problem of existence. And next verse will talk about why is it that the death of a person is not something which deserves grief. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Ashocyananvashocastvam Pragnavadamscha bhashase Gatasuna gatasumscha Nanushocanti panditaha.